Work help through ISIS's reach and recruitment efforts. Khalifa will also face charges in Canada. Those are our global stories for now. When we come back, we will take a look at what is happening around the nation. Stay tuned.
Fitty Sports has been serving its communities, local high schools, youth commissions, clubs, and other businesses since 1984. We specialize in trophies, screen printing, sporting goods, embroidery, office apparel, uniforms, hats, t-shirts, and more. Regardless of the size of your project, you will have the full participation and dedication of our design team. No job is too big or too small, keeping you involved every step of the way so that your vision is our design. Stop into Fitty Sports or call us to see what we can do for you.
Welcome back. Here's what's happening around the nation. Mental illness affects everyone directly or indirectly through family, friends, or coworkers. That's why doctors and health officials are trying to get the word out about how to live with it and manage it. This week of October, the first week of October, is Mental Illness Awareness Week. Congress officials established MIAW in 1990 to better educate the public about mental health issues, provide support for those who face it, and fight against discrimination. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, mental illness is common in the United States. They state nearly 1 in 5 adults live with a mental health condition. That worked out to about 51.5 million people in 2019. CRUZ's lawyers want to delay the battery trial of the confessed Parkland school shooter. The court was supposed to hold the first day of jury selection for CRUZ's trial Monday. CRUZ is facing battery charge because of a scuffle he had with a jail guard back in November of 2018. The defense is asking the court to delay the proceedings because CRUZ's lead attorney was in an ICU after suffering a serious medical emergency. Last week, the defense team requested a delay, but the document states the court refused. The court argued another lawyer could serve as a substitute. CRUZ was in jail for the 2018 mass murder of Major Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. Police say he confessed to shooting and killing 17 people during the massacre. He is now facing a separate trial on 34 counts of premeditated and attempted murder. About 60,000 film and television workers could be on strike soon. In a near-unanimous vote, members of the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees Union approved to authorize a strike. The move could stop Hollywood productions for an indefinite period. At issue, health and safety plus quality of the health issues for TV and film industry workers, including meal breaks and days off. The IATSE has been around for 128 years, and they say this is the first time they authorize a nationwide strike. The strike authorization comes after negotiations with the group representing producers broke down. The two sides were negotiating overtime, on-set conditions, and contributions to health and pension benefits. The IATSE is expected to return to negotiations, but they want the studios to know they are serious about getting concessions. New research suggests developing a heart condition after receiving a COVID-19 vaccine is rare. The journal JAMA International Medicine published the latest research from a group of Kaiser permanent doctors Monday. The doctors studied over 2 million people who received at least one dose of the Pfizer or Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Researchers say only 15 people developed myocarditis, a kind of heart inflammation. None of the patients had prior heart disease. The doctors point out that they also looked at more than 1 million people who did not receive a COVID-19 vaccine, and 75 of them developed myocarditis. The doctors did find an increased rate of myocarditis that's the correct pronunciation, among young men. They say all 15 cases and those who receive at least one vaccine dose were in men between the ages of 20 and 32. More than half of the 75 cases in the unvaccinated group were also men. The doctors say this warrants further research. Facebook is in the hot seat, cleaning up after a massive 6-hour app outage. Now a whistleblower is testifying before the Senate hearing. Frances Haugen leaked tens of thousands of pages of internal research and documents indicating Facebook was aware of various problems caused by its apps, including Instagram's potential toxic impact on teenage girls. Isabel Rosales is in Washington with highlights and how the company is responding.
Facebook needs to take responsibility.
Facebook is trending, and it's a big mess for the social media giant.
I came to realize a devastating truth. Almost no one outside of Facebook knows what happens inside of Facebook.
Whistleblower Frances Haugen testifying in a Senate subcommittee 24 hours after a massive outage took out Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram.
The company's leadership knows how to make Facebook and Instagram safer, but won't make the necessary changes because they have put their astronomical profits before people.
The former Facebook product manager is taking aim at the company's algorithms, accusing them of leading young users to harmful content like anorexia.
They have to make sure that the next generation is just as engaged with Instagram as the current one. And the way they'll do that is by making sure that children establish habits before they have good self-regulation.
By hooking kids.
By hooking kids.
That's why she's pleading for congressional oversight, rare bipartisan agreement.
You and I ought to resolve our differences and introduce legislation. So as Senator Thune said, let's go to work.
Our differences are very minor, or they seem very minor in the face of the revelations that we've now seen.
Facebook spokesperson weighing in on the testimony.
The majority of young people on Instagram are having a good experience, and that is borne out by the documents that were stolen.
In Washington, Isabel Rosales.
I want to thank.
In a statement Tuesday, Facebook denied the whistleblower's claims, saying she didn't work on the subject matter in question and that they don't agree with her characterization of many issues she testified about. Right now, let's take a short break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at sports and the Plattsburgh weather.
A live show put together by just a bunch of college students, and we put it out to the public for everybody to see. Different segments that we have at PS News. We have national news, we have world news, and we cover sports and pop culture news as well.
It's been a lot of fun, especially this semester. We have a great crew and talent that make it amazing.
We go live Monday through Thursday from 7 and 7:30.
Welcome to PS News.
Welcome back for PS Sports. NBA player Andrew Wiggins has been vaccinated against COVID-19. The Golden State Warriors forward has been a vocal critic of the vaccine, saying he wouldn't get it unless he was forced to. Wiggins asked the NBA for a religious exemption last month, but the organization denied his request. He said Monday he was going to keep fighting for what he believes in. According to ESPN, about 90% of NBA players are vaccinated. The league requires staff to be vaccinated, but not players. Players with home arenas in cities with vaccination mandates, like the Warriors, San Francisco, could be forbidden from playing at home games if they remain unvaccinated. Those rules typically don't apply to visiting teams. Many players have expressed hesitancy to get vaccinated. LA Lakers star LeBron James is one of them, and recently he revealed he did get vaccinated. Others have not revealed their vaccination statuses. Green Bay Packers running back Aaron Jones is the proud owner of a jersey customized like no other. Packers equipment manager Red Batty built a special pocket on his uniform designed to hold a pendant that contains his father's ashes. Jones used to wear that pendant on a chain, but he lost it during the game against the Detroit Lions a couple of weeks ago. After team trainer Brian Engel found the pendant on the field, Batty decided to equip Jones' jury with a way to hold it securely. Jones confirmed he and the pendant in the customized pocket during the team's September 26 game against the San Francisco 49ers, and it remained in place securely. Jones' father died of COVID-19 complications in April. The player said his father attended every game he played in his career for the past 9 years. Now for a quick look at what's happening in the sports world near you. The Osable Valley varsity girls swim team is seeing huge success after merging with Peru, Sutton and Adirondack Christian swimmers this season. A trio of wins for Alexis Hathaway led the team to a 102-68 win over Potsdam Saturday. Hathaway says the team is like a close family after competing together all season. The meet consists of a 200 meters free swim race as well as backstroke and breaststroke competitions. The Lady Patriots next visit Plattsburgh High at Stanford Middle School pool tomorrow night. Now on to your 5-day forecast.
Thanks, Charlie. I'm PS News meteorologist. I've been seeing a bit more gray than blue this week. Let's see how the rest of it's going. Actually looking pretty good on Friday. So Wednesday, Thursday, we're seeing a bit of sun with mostly clouds, and then Friday, we finally get the sun back. And then Saturday and Sunday, we immediately lose it again. We may be seeing it a little bit more, but let's hope for the best. That's all for this week's weather. Back to the desk.
That is all the time that we have for tonight. Whether you're watching from home or on the go, you can find PS News on the Plattsburgh State TV page, on YouTube, and social media at Plattsburgh State TV. I'm Charlyn Garcia. Have a good night, Plattsburgh.